Make a plan, create a regimen, set a schedule, keep to it, persevere to the end equals goals accomplished. I started out on an 11-week journey and I have not deviated from it, and I cannot be more happy. I started this journey 14 weeks ago, and you can see the difference in me and my persona and the way I carry myself and my confidence. Things have gone so well, so well. Today's date is September 17th. On September 15th, I was supposed to reach 300 pounds. I didn't make that goal, but I did make 304 pounds. Now, most successful people, they have setbacks and failures. I don't consider that a failure because I lost, I believe, 7 pounds in 1 week. So I don't consider that a failure, not whatsoever. I'm 304 pounds right now, and I feel great. I did the fast again, and that fast was tough because I felt like my mind was not into it as much as it should have been. So I have to make adjustments for the next time I fast, which I am going to do for the next fast of October. I do have another goal to reach before I get down to the certain weight that I need to get down to for my own self before I go for the surgery. The skin surgery is a lot of skin. Today, I want to talk about repeated questions that I'm getting from people on the internet, friends, family. Now, these repeated questions, it's okay. Like, how did I do it? I don't mind these repeated questions. You should watch these videos. If you watch these videos, I tell you how I did it, right? I say the mantra. I say, make a plan, create a regimen, set a schedule, keep to it, persevere to the end equals goals accomplished. That mantra, that's basically how I did it. Okay? Now, step one, you need a goal. You need to set a goal for yourself. Now, if it's about weight loss, it could be about weight loss. It could be about anything. But you have to have a goal. Now, my goal at the beginning of the 11-week process was to get down to 315 pounds by August 25th, 2017. Now, there were catalysts that started that. If you watch the videos, you know basically what it is. So when you create the plan, you have a goal first. Number one, you have your goal. Now you create a plan to get down to your goal, to get to your goal. What's the plan? Just like anything, if you have a goal to go downtown to Manhattan, or you have a goal to go somewhere, you set a map, right? You get a road map. You try to see what time the buses come. These are the things that you do. You set a plan, right, to get there. Now your regimen, after you create your plan, right? Well, you make a plan. After you make your plan, you create a regimen to get to your plan, right? So, in order for me to get to where I wanted to go, my 315 pounds, my regimen required that I had to take in a certain amount of calories per day, and I had to burn a certain amount of calories per day, right? Either burn more. In order to lose weight, you have to burn more than you take in. Simple math. Now, in order for you to know how many calories you have to take in, you have to do the formula by first seeing how many calories it takes for you to remain the same weight that you are. If you don't understand that, I don't know how to explain that. I'm going to try my best to explain it to you. The number of calories that it takes for you. Say for instance, at the time that I started my 11-week journey, I was 393 pounds, right? Now, I knew my formula since 2015. I knew my formula. So I didn't have to make the formula again. So I could have just started right up. But if you don't know your formula, you have to take a week or two. I would say take 3 weeks to figure out your formula about how much you need to take in to remain the same weight that you are. So if I was at the first week, if I was at 390 pounds and it took me 2,500 calories per day to stay 390 pounds every week, that means I will have to go below 2,500 calories in order to lose, right? Or I have to go below 2,500 calories and I have to exercise the amount of calories off to make me lose weight, right? Every time you exercise, you burn calories. According to myfitnesspal.com, this is what I use. So I have this was part of my regimen to stay below a certain amount of calories and burn a certain amount of calories. That way, I would lose more weight. Now, I had to monitor my calorie intake, which is what I did. And I used myfitnesspal.com. I used that app. That app helped the fuck out of me. It helped me. Okay, you put in your calories at the end of the day. When you put in your certain calories and you press complete your diary, it will say, yo, you're supposed to be X amount of weight at this time. 5 weeks, you're going to be this weight. In 5 weeks, you're going to be that weight. If every day is like the same. That was a part of my regimen. Another part of my regimen was to make sure that I rode the bike at least 3 to 4 times per day to burn more calories for myself. That's what I did. Against a lot of advice, people were saying, no, you shouldn't do that. But I did it. Okay? That's what I did anyway. For me, I needed it to be done. So we got to make the plan. Now we created the regimen, right? I set a schedule. Setting a schedule for you to get to a certain point. I used some advice that Arnold Schwarzenegger gave on one of his YouTube motivational videos. He said that creating a schedule and creating a time for you to reach a certain point, it creates a sense of urgency. You understand me? It creates a sense of urgency for you to get to that point. So you got to do what the fuck you got to do to get to that point. I'm going to discuss more things that I put into my regimen. But if I talk about my regimen, that could be a whole video in itself. Everything that I use. I'm going to talk about one thing that I put in my regimen. And this is a pre-workout. There's a pre-workout that I was using in the beginning. I still use it, but I don't use it as much as I used it in the beginning. Take one before workout. They recommend that you take 2 per day, but I took 3. I took 3. I took 1 in the morning before I worked out, before I rode the bike. I took 1 in the afternoon before I worked the bike. I took 1 in the evening of this. It's called Skald, Skald. Some kind of fat scorcher. It's a pre-workout. It's a caffeine pill. Helps you to breathe better, helps you to burn more. This is something that I used. I mean, some people may say this is not good to use. It worked for me. Anyway, I still use it. Now, the regimen, the schedule. So we got 3 parts of the plan, right? First, you got your goal, you got your plan, you got your create your regimen. Now you got your schedule, right? The rest is keeping to it. Set your schedule. You have your sense of urgency. You got to get there. Now, if you was in school, you have to set a schedule, right? A lot of y'all girls, women, who ask me, I want to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to lose 10 pounds, right? Y'all went to school, right? You had a date to finish your paperwork, right? You had a date. You have a sense of urgency. Got to write that paper, right? You want to get that, you want to get that degree. You have a time limit, right? So set a time limit for yourself. Set a time limit for yourself to do what you have to do to get to where you have to go. Now, if you don't get there, right? Because this weekend I didn't get to where I wanted to go. I was supposed to be at 300 pounds on September 15th. I didn't get there, but that's okay. That's okay, because I'm going to get there in the makeup class. I'm making it up, right? I do all the work. I've done all the work. I'm 4 pounds away from where I want to go. So I just have to make it up. You talk to every successful person and they have failed. They failed and they tried again and they kept going. But they had a sense of urgency to get to where they have to go in a scheduled time. So that's what you do. You give yourself, you have to make it so that you do something for yourself, right? You set your schedule. Now, you keep to that schedule. Every week, you say, yo, man, my regimen says that I need to do X, Y, Z. I have to keep to that in order to get to my schedule. What is the painful consequences if I do not keep to my regimen? What are the painful consequences? That means I'm not going to reach my schedule, my scheduled date. What are the painful consequences if you do not, you don't do this paper on time? You're going to fail the fucking class, right? You're going to fail. You don't want to fail, right? You're trying your best not to fail. And if you fail, you tried your best. So what you're going to do, you set your schedule. You keep to it. You keep to your regimen. You keep to your plan. And you persevere to the end. To the end of your scheduled date. Right? And if you don't make it, you make another plan. You make another regimen. And you make another schedule. And you keep to it. And you persevere to the end. And that equals goals accomplished. Right? That's for the repeated questions that I get. How did I do it? How did I do it? How did I do it? This is how I did it. Another repeated question I get. And this is fine. Like I said, it's okay. I know I'm sounding kind of, militant today. I feel good. I'm just trying to, I'm inspiring. I'm trying to inspire you. I'm trying to tell you what has transpired with me, man. My life is so different. Now, I get this other question. See this? You see this? See this shit? See that? Why is a grown-ass man like me, 42, going on 43 years old, wearing so many fucking superhero t-shirts? You're a superhero. I love it. I love it. In this journey, right? You need, for me to be healed in my journey, I need to be myself. Things that make me happy. I'm number one, right? I have to do things that make me happy. If it bothers you that I'm an old man or grown man wearing superhero t-shirts, I don't know why it would. It shouldn't. But I've gotten this question from friends, family, what have you. And, I love wearing superhero t-shirts. If I tell you my background story, again, it will take forever for me to make this video. But since I was young, I collected comic books. Everybody knows I used to draw comic books. And I love them. These are things that make me feel good. It makes me feel happy. I wear them and I feel proud to wear them. I found this one. This one is dope, yo. This is one of the dopest t-shirts I found. They don't even have color. Look at the Hulk. You got fucking Daredevil. I think up here is one of these spots. Captain America. You know what I'm saying? You got mad fucking guys. You got Luke Cage is on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You got, Power Man, Iron Fist. All of them is on this t-shirt. People that are not on the t-shirts together. You got Thor down here. It's a lot of fun for me. I work hard for fucking 20-something years in the fucking same job. I should be able to wear what makes me happy, right? Without judgment. I know that there's a lot of women out there, they wear tight ass shit. I don't judge them. They wear their boobs out. It's fine. When it's time for me to wear a shirt and tie, I wear a shirt and tie. But for my personal life and, outside, I like to just have fun. So this is my fun. I like it. If the ladies don't like it, then so be it. Go get yourself a guy that wears a shirt and tie. But like I said, I've been on this journey, and I've been learning from people who have, made themselves happy in their own lives. And Coach Corey Wayne, I listen to him all the time. He says to wear what you like, what makes you feel good. And this is what makes me feel good. So that's the answer to that question. Let me see. That's everything I had to talk about today in these lessons. I didn't have that much to talk about. I'm growing the beard back. Anyway, I'm going to sing a song for you guys today. Hopefully it will inspire you to donate for the skin loss surgery that I'm going to have. I'm going to have it hopefully in January or late December. And y'all take care. And until next week, persevere to the end. Equals goals accomplished. Do 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 do. A chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house, and a house is not a home when there's no one there to hold you tight and no one there you can kiss good night. Oh, baby, yes. A room is still a room, even when there's nothing there. Blood gloom, but a room is not a house, and a house is not a home when there are two of us are far apart, and one of us has a broken heart. Now and then I call your name, and suddenly your face appears. But this does a crazy game. When it ends in tears. Pretty little darling, have a heart. Don't let one mistake keep us apart.
stairs and turn the key. Oh, please be there, saying that you're still in love with me. Whoa, I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this house into a home where I climb the stairs and turn the key. Oh, please be there, singing that you're still in love. I said, still in love. Still in love. Me, oh, are you gonna be in love with me? I want you and need you to be still in love, so in love with me. Say you're gonna be in love with me. It's driving me crazy to think that my baby couldn't be still in love with me. Are you gonna be? Say you're gonna be. Are you gonna be? Say you're gonna be. Are you gonna be? Say you're gonna be. Well, 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 baby, still in love with me. Oh yes. Are you gonna be in love with me? Say that you're gonna be. Still in love with